Another person who I am proud of, besides Kyle Rittenhouse, is Enes Kanter of the NBA. He's come out, and we've been following him for a while now because he has set his sights on China and exposing them for what they're doing. Not only their concentration camps with the Uyghurs and the genocide that they're committing right now, but their slave labor, particularly in relation to Nike and their shoes. He tweeted out the other day, "Money over morals for the king. Sad and disgusting how these athletes pretend they care about social justice. They really do. Shut up and dribble," a quote from Laura Ingraham, "when Big Boss says so." And by Big Boss, he means China. "Did you educate yourself about the slave labor that made your shoes, or is that not part of your research?" That's baller. No pun intended.
That's literally baller. He's literally
no pun
a baller.
Intended. He's a baller in every single way, shape, or form that you can be.
He's a smart guy.
He's a very smart guy.
It's nice to see people who are in that field actually standing up for what they believe in, because it's very rare. So I'm very proud of him. Yeah, seriously.
And he hasn't stopped. He has not stopped.
And he doesn't give, one thing to school. He doesn't care at all about, about being a supporter of the conservative movement or something like that, even though we're coming and defending him what he's doing. He doesn't care about conservatives or anything like that. He actually really genuinely cares about the people in these countries. That's why he's doing it. It's totally selfless, the things that he's talking about and saying. It's not for him, it is for these people, which you can really tell with everything he says. You can tell that he's a legit genuine dude, which when LeBron says something, you're like, this guy is full of garbage from top to bottom. But Enes saying these things is you can tell he's so genuine and real about it.
Yeah, and that's where we stand on it. It's I don't care what your political affiliation is. I care that you value truth. I care that you fight for people who are actually experiencing real, tangible oppression. And that's what he's doing. That's what Enes Kanter is doing. And he's not afraid to call out the people within his own line of work, his own colleagues who are doing this. He called out LeBron James in this post because LeBron James, as we all know, loves to talk about oppression. He had so much to say about Kyle Rittenhouse. He had so much to say about the police officer who ended up shooting Ma'Khia Bryant after she tried to kill another woman right in front of him. He had so much to say then. He has an abundance of tweets about the black struggle in America, yet says nothing about the slave labor that created the shoes on his feet and the funding that Nike gets and that the NBA gets from China. Nothing to say about it.
He's going to be crying today after that Rittenhouse case, or just had a bunch of warheads.
Right. He'll be like, "Oh, no, just sorry. Had a couple lemon heads beforehand.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just caught me at a bad time."
Exactly. What a loser. LeBron James is an absolute loser.
Gosh.
LeBron James is supposed to be this next generation's Michael Jordan, essentially, right? It was Michael Jordan, then Kobe, and then LeBron James. He is supposed to be the #1 quintessential role model for young boys. Genuinely, that's what the biggest basketball player in the world.
Yep.
That's what they've been for years and years, since Michael Jordan up to Kobe, and he has totally abandoned all of that.
Yes,
it's so horrible. You could do so much good. You could do so much better for people and telling them to follow their dreams. And instead of telling black kids that everything's racist, you could go and tell black kids and say, you can be whatever you want. Look at me, I did this. You can be amazing and cool and do something so great with your life. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that. That is the tragedy of it, because it's not just that he's rich and has his shoes from China and doesn't care about that thing. It's for America, the things that he could do on a scale of young men in this country, young men who need a direction and a role model in their lives, especially in the black community, which struggles from fatherlessness. And you could have LeBron James be like a father to these kids, and he's not. He chooses his own vanity and social justice messaging ahead of being a role model for these young kids. That sucks. That's sad.